Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as you can see on the title of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to trade cars. Now before we get into this video, I'm not a car trader. This is not what I do for a living. I'm going to show you an example now with this video. So I'm actually on my way now to collect the car that I just bought, and of course I'll go into all the details, how I do it and the way I work if I do it, and hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's go now collect the car, and I'll speak to you guys soon. Okay guys, so here's the car. As you can see, it's a Peugeot 307, I think it is. Yeah, 307. And it's full of shit, nice and dirty. So this is the car I bought. Not for myself, I'm not going to buy this car for myself. Well, this car is bought and it's going to go on to another person. But what I will do is I'll be showing you the whole experience, the whole procedure you got to do in order to try and make some money by trading cars. And I'll explain how much I paid for this car, how much I'm going to spend, or how much things will cost me to get this car ready for sale. And then obviously once I get it sold, hopefully for a good price, I'll share with you guys how much profit I actually made on this purchase, on this deal. So we'll go through in all the steps in this video, or maybe I'll do two parts if it'll get too long. So just got MOT done. I just collected it from the garage. Car's in dirty condition, as you guys saw. Just done MOT because I needed MOT. I had to change 2 rear tires, put 2 second-hand tires. I will give you all the amounts and explain everything in detail so you guys can learn from this video. But for now, I'm gonna get this car insured. Well, it is insured, but for myself, I'm gonna actually buy cover now for myself. And then I'll get it washed, pictures, and then make it ready for sale. So catch you guys soon. Okay, so here I am guys, a couple of hours later, and some of you might be familiar with this location. I always like to shoot videos. Very nice location, as you guys see here, this nice quiet area. So got my camera here. What I'm going to do is, obviously the car's been freshened out a bit, cleaned out in and out. So we're going to get some shots, pictures. Now of course pictures are a very important point when you list the car online. You want to make sure you get good, nice pictures, show the best of the car. So what I'm going to do is get outside shots of the car, some interior shots, and you want to take as many pictures as you can. So when you list the car, you have at least 10 good pictures, so people will see more or less the car. Otherwise you'll have headache, and also it sells easier when you get better pictures. So I'm quite in a tight schedule. Gonna get the pictures, just got the shots with my camera. As I said, it's important to get good shots when you list a car online. Okay, so now let's start from the basics first. I know I've been showing you guys things, but as I said, this video is how to make money. So let's talk about how it's all done, or how I'm doing it. So as I said, firstly, I'm not a car trader. This is not what I do for a living. I'm not an official or professional car trader. However, you have to start somewhere if you're looking to do this. Now personally me, I'm not looking to be a car trader, but just this deal popped up, so I said why not, let me go for it. A, in the same time hopefully make some money, and B, I'll show you guys how it's done. So this is why I'm doing it on this occasion. Let's start with the basics. So how much did I pay for this car? So firstly, you have to know where to find great bargains, where to find cars for trade prices, because realistically nowadays, you know, you go to car auctions, yes, you can find good deals, but not many times. So because in those days you got regular people that buy a car from auctions, so prices are not majorly cheap. And secondly, this is also a cheaper car. This is not an expensive car, so obviously you want to start off with a cheaper car and work your way up if that's what you want to do. So I paid for this car £450. Now I had to put in a few pounds to get this car ready for sale. So let me explain. So I had to do an MOT, which an MOT test is about £50. I had to do that. I had to change 2 of the rear tires in order to get to MOT, so that costed me, I bought second-hand tires, second-hand good condition tires, £20 each, so that's already £90. Now, just in case you guys don't know what an MOT is, or if you're watching this from abroad, an MOT is a certificate that the car is roadworthy, so the car is legal to drive on the road, and you know, meets all the suitable. This car doing, some people really don't know how to drive, and meets all the, you know, safety checks on the car. Brand new cars, I believe, are exempt for 3 years, but for example, they check the tires, that they're not worn out, brakes, you know, all those basic things, that the car is healthy for the road. So that has to be done every year, and this car didn't have one, so I had to make it. Now, another thing is, as I said, 2 rear tires had to be done. Okay, so that's already £90. So we paid £450 for the car, plus those 2 things I just mentioned. But it's not the end of it. The car had to be washed. Okay, these are small things, but again, we need to calculate everything in total, because when it comes to making money in business, you need to be on top of every pound, every penny, because you cannot say, okay, that's just £10, that's just £20, and then realistically you might even not make money on a deal or on a trade. So it's important to count every penny, whatever you do. So for example, if you do this, you'll probably write it down on paper, every pound you spent. Road tax, I had to buy road tax for this car. Road tax is tax for the car to be driven or kept on the road, and that is £25 per month, or £306 a year. But obviously I'm not going to pay for a year, because my intention is to get this car as fast as I can out of my hand. So could possibly be 1 month. The minimum is 1 month. You can't pay for 1 day road tax. So if it's going to go this month, that means I'll just pay 1 month road tax. If it's not going to go this month, that means I'll pay 2 month road tax. Now here's another important thing. When you buy and sell cars, you never know how long you might end up with the car. So it could go within a week, it could go within 6 weeks. There's no time limit. So this is not something to do if you need the money desperately, or if you're relying on this money that you have in the car, or if you're relying on a income, you know, like a weekly income. This is not something you should be doing. Now, car dealers obviously have many cars, so obviously they can have a few sales in a week and 2 weeks no sales, so it's different. But we're talking about just buying and selling 1 car as a small tradesperson. So I mentioned already about the pictures before, as you guys saw, I took the pictures. Now listing the car online. So before we talk about that, how much is this car worth online? How do we know that? Now, if you go like to websites and see how much your car is worth, they're going to give you prices of trade. Now we want to sell it retail, not trade. So we buy a trade. So I bought a trade and I want to sell it for retail price. So retail price. So the key how to find out how much your car is roughly worth, what you need to do is you need to go to the websites, the main websites where cars are sold. For example, over here we have Autotrader, Gumtree, websites like these that you want to look up similar, well, the same car, similar conditions, similar mileage and all that stuff, and you want to see how much others are selling it for. So in this case, in this example, this particular car goes for around £1,500 to £1,600, so 1,600 let's say. Now I personally want to list a little bit lower, so around 1,500, and if I get 1,400, because also most people try and knock you down, negotiate a better deal, so you always want to add on a little bit room for negotiation. So let's say if I list this car for $1,495 and I get 1,400, it's also pretty good, guys, because I paid $450 for this car, obviously without the money I spent in, which I just mentioned before. And I'm sure there will be some other costs besides the road tax. As I said, road tax can be 1 month, 2 months, no one knows. And there's always little bits and bobs, and besides the possible advert that I might need to put on Autotrader that costs money. So obviously, as I said, I will calculate everything exactly, every penny I spend, and that will be on part 2 of this video. And hopefully part 2 will be when I sell the car, how much I actually made. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Part 2 will be out soon. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe. If you got questions or things I didn't mention or I forgot to mention, please let me know in the comments, because I had a crazy day today and could be I did skip and miss a few things, but hopefully I'll mention everything on part B. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.